Hey there everybody, it's Michelle Hendrickson, your favorite MK Face gal, and I'm coming to you live from my pink studio, which is my house. And what I'm doing right now is I am actually making the fastest video ever, like the first time, for the first take ever, so I can post this on our Facebook party that we're doing like right now. It's really fun. So I thought to myself, oh, gosh, I love Mary Kay for so many reasons, and a lot of people, after doing this for 15 years, people ask me, well, what makes you keep going? You know, what do you love about it so much? I mean, I would sell this or I did that and I didn't have a great experience. And I thought, gosh, why do I love doing what I do? So I thought, okay, I'm gonna take 2 seconds and tell you a quick story. And one reason I wanted to do this is because I know there's a lot of people out there who want to know about the cars and like, how does this happen? And you know, how do you earn a free car? Well, if your consultant asks you to take a peek, it's because she really likes you, or else she wouldn't want to include you in our Mary Kay Pink world. Because in Mary Kay, we do get to pick who we work with. Like at your regular job, sometimes you just show up and there the people are and you kind of got to deal with them. In Mary Kay, we choose who we have on our team. And so your consultant obviously thought a lot of you, or she wouldn't have wanted you to learn all about our Mary Kay Pink Wonderland, as we call it, our pink party pool. So if you're one of my customers, thank you so much, because I appreciate you being willing to share what you think about our business opportunity. And I would love your opinion. It's awesome. So the thing we're excited about right now is we're actually in the middle, my team is in the middle of earning our 8th free car. Yes, 8 cars. I've been in Mary Kay for 15 years. This is my 8th free car, and it's my 3rd pink one that we're working on earning right now. So it means the whole world that you're taking a listen and seeing what you think and giving your opinion. So that's number 1. The second thing is, well, that's number 1 and 2. Say, look, I made notes just to be sure I wouldn't forget. Well, whatever. Anyway, people say to me, how did you get started in Mary Kay, Michelle? I knew you whenever, 15 years ago, and you would never be a salesperson. I'm like, you're right. I'm not a salesperson. I would never have done this. For 4 reasons. The first one is because I was kind of a snob. I had very excellent education. I have a master's degree in speech language pathology, and I'm also bilingual in Spanish. And I already, so that's the first thing, is I was kind of snobby. I'm super well educated, and I thought, okay, why would I sell something? I already have a really great job, and it already makes me good money, and it's stable. Why would I want to do something else at the side that has nothing to do with my degree? Well, that was the first thing I thought. The second thing too. And then the next thing was I had no time to be a part of Mary Kay. I was working at that time, I was working over 50 hours a week, and my job was an hour and a half away both ways. So clearly that's a lot of time. So there's no time. And the other thing, there is a reason that I would never have sold anything, is because I was afraid. I was super afraid of what everyone would think, because I already have a master's degree. Oh my God, you're peddling lipstick? Oh, how lame is that? Like, that's what people were gonna say, and I didn't want to hear that. Or, oh, you couldn't be successful in this job? Oh, so that's why you're doing that? Like all these naysayers, that's what I was worried about. And those are the 4 reasons I would never have been a Mary Kay. But what I found is that I didn't really know what I was talking about. I was thinking that I knew what Mary Kay was, but I really had no idea, because I had never really investigated it. I just saw people and thought, oh, that's not for me. I made a decision without even knowing. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna educate you so you can make it like an educated decision. So the first thing I found was that, okay, being a Mary Kay person, there is some skill involved. It wasn't like I just, you do get a lot of training at your leisure, however you want to do it, online, in person, however, and the training is free. So it wasn't like I just got kicked out with the starter kit, and just had to make my way. I can learn how to do it and be skilled at it too. Well, I was already skilled at my other job. So I figured, okay, having another skill, I can learn to be skilled at this. Like, I could be taught. I was already great at one thing. I could be great at something else, right? So that was my first thing I learned. The second thing I learned is that although I love my job as a speech therapist, and I loved helping the people, and I loved doing a great job with that, I also, what I didn't love was that someone else was in charge, and I could be hired or fired or whatever just on their whim. And although I might be great at my job, if somebody in the upper echelon doesn't like my personality, or I threaten them or whatever, or maybe they just decide they have too many therapists, they'll can me in a heartbeat. And that almost happened. Not because I did a bad job, but that was just what happened. I also discovered that the stable job, I thought, having a corporation job like my husband had for years, I thought that was gonna like save us. No. Big newsflash. My husband, who is a great provider, he's a wonderful guy, he's very stable, he always does, goes above and beyond in every way. Well, he's been laid off 5 times in our 20 years of marriage. And it's not because he was lame, it was because of the job situation, or they were just firing people, right? I'm sure some of y'all know people like that. So that idea had to go away, and I've been thought that my whole life, that's just what you did. You worked for a company and they were gonna take care of you. No, That's what I did not find out. What I found out is if I was going to take care of me, God was going to take care of me, I needed to do it myself. So that was what I learned about Mary Kay. I didn't realize that. And the other thing is that I thought I was too busy and had no time. And what I discovered is that, well, back in the day when I started Mary Kay, we didn't have Facebook or text messaging. But I could send out some emails and people would respond. So it didn't take me 5 minutes to go copy, paste, and send something and have like, oh yeah, I want to buy something or whatever. So I was like, I had plenty of time. I just didn't think I did in my head. And now I figure, okay, I'm in the middle of hosting a Facebook Mary Kay party that I just prepared like the other day and copied and pasted it all, posted it to be shared while I was at church this morning, getting my Jesus on, right? Doing my whatever, eating lunch and eating my snacks and making this video for y'all. So it's like there is plenty of time if you just choose to use your time in a way that's going to make you money rather than make you sorry. Like watching random TV shows that don't fill up your mind, but they fill you full of, not really great thoughts. The other thing is that the fear that I had of everybody saying, okay, you are Scary Kay. You're like totally aggressive and, you're going to freak everybody out, which is what I thought. That actually was not true because I wasn't Scary Kay to start with. How am I going to suddenly start being that way? No, I didn't. What I did is I was myself, and I learned that I could be a great me and take other people with me. And the people that were the biggest naysayers in my business when I first started, and were like, there were people who did not support me and did not support me fully. And guess what? Those people, the choice was now they're hugely supportive and they're like, oh, I always knew you'd be successful, which is so funny. Or they're saying, wow, you're really happy, and they're really not happy where they are. And I'm like sad for them because they could have jumped on board earlier, but they didn't choose to. So that's what happened. That's kind of my story. So the reason I was going to tell you a couple other facts, this is what Mary Kay has done most recently. It's so awesome. You can start your business for $100, and this is a super cute starter kit that you get. I love it. There is over $400 worth of products inside the kit. And what the great thing is that you can find all kinds of stuff in your starter kit. So I found in my starter kit, money, yay! We make 50% of everything we sell, woohoo, yay, it's like rain, making money. So I love that about it. I also know our product is consumable, which means that all this cute stuff you see on my face gets washed down the drain, and then I gotta have more. Well, all my customers are the same way. So I'm selling something that people have to have more and more and more of. So, I can only have so much jewelry. Clearly, I'm wearing a lot. I can only have so many, baskets or whatever. So I'm just saying that's a great thing to sell. Things that you wash down the drain and have to have more of. And of course, we are an extremely well-known brand, 55 years of success. Our company speaks for itself. So that's the other thing I found in my starter kit bag. The other fun thing I found in my starter kit bag was this. Haha, it's a Bible, yes. So I actually had fallen away from my faith by choices that I made. And when I opened up my case, I found some great people who were believers who really helped me in the path, and God used this to bring me to himself. Now, you don't have to be a believer in Jesus to be a Mary Kay person. I look for everybody. I look for anybody that is wanting something more in their life. They're wanting more money, more flexibility, more friends. They want to be their own boss, and maybe they want to call their own shots. Maybe they're tired of the rat race. They want something new. Maybe they want a challenge every day. That's what I look for. So you don't have to be of a certain faith to be a part of the company. And honestly, I welcome differences because I believe that we all have a reason and a purpose. And many times, like Mary Kay Ash said, our song is not being sung. We are not being our most best selves because we're listening to the wrong voice in our head. And we need somebody else to speak into our lives sometimes. So that's what I found in Mary Kay. The other fun thing I found, like I said, that I'm working on is free cars. So like my Cadillac car key right there. Yep, working on that right now. And I think the other best thing I have found in Mary Kay was my self-esteem and self-worth has improved. And I feel so confident, not just in myself, but in what I see God doing. That's where my confidence comes from. And I know I can help other people get there. So what I really love is I love to help other women to become who they really are inside, but maybe they don't see that because of whatever voice they've listened to forever, whatever that is. But I help people to use this opportunity to set a small goal, be successful in that, set another slightly larger goal, be successful in that, and grow to be all that they're supposed to be. Because what I don't love is people who are so scared to give something a try because they're so afraid of the fears or whatever they're saying in their head. And what I love to do is to use this very simple business to help women empower themselves and teach them that they really can do more than they think, and then that teaches them to grow even more. And when a woman is confident in herself, it's amazing the things that she will do with her family, and everybody around her sees it. And that's truly the biggest gift for me, is that I know that my daughter, Lexi, has overcome so many obstacles in her life because she's watched me overcome obstacles in mine and see me do hard stuff. And I've dusted myself off, I've wiped my knees off, and gotten up anyway. And she sees my faith. That, to me, is the biggest gift I can give anybody. So that's why I think that anybody should give Mary Kay a try for $100. I mean, it's not that difficult. So why don't you tell your beauty consultant after you watch this fun video, which if your consultant's me, then you can tell me. If you're A, all in, I'd love to give it a try, $100, pretty easy. Or B, I like to, I'm thinking about that, bribe me, buy me a cup of coffee. There's some things I want to consider in my head. C, I'll be a cool customer and will definitely support your 50 Faces this month goal and host a party with you. That's a C. And a D is, do not ask me again. I'd rather die or eat dirt than sell Mary Kay. So I hope nobody's a dick. So anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Let me turn myself off.